Welcome everyone, it's Daily Advanced Madden. So happy you're along for the ride. In fact, it's kind of a fucking miracle because YouTube pushes out our thumbnail to about 150 people a day. We're just getting started. They don't really love us so much anymore. But anymore, they never loved us. Motherfuckers never loved us. Now, reality. We get pushed out to about 150 people a day. That's our impressions per day. The neat thing is we get about 75 views out of it, a 50% click-through rate, meaning you see our thumbnail, half the people who see it are clicking in. That's unfucking heard of in YouTube. Now, we'll continue to grow at an exponential pace if we keep this bullshit up. But anyways, bottom line is, what is our goal? What is our mission? It is to bring you the very best Madden content available every single day. Now, there's 32 of us in the league working our tails off. 30 phenomenal, 28 phenomenal human beings. But that means there's 4 pretty shitty people. And what happens is, when we get sick and tired of their bullshit, there's going to be a spot open. And when there is, if you're in our comments every day and you have a PS5 and you have a pretty good background in Madden and you can be trusted as a user, again, we play this shit every fucking day. If that's your story, maybe one day you'll be part of the machine that is Daily Advanced Madden. Again, fucking miracle that you're here with us. And what we propose to do over the next 10-12 minutes is bring you the very finest Madden action around. You're going to love the way we trim those clips, bring in the sound effects, and show you these users have phenomenal skills. We'll teach you some high-level concepts like how do you bust up a screen. Maybe some lower end things like how do you click R3 to send a dude after the quarterback? No offense, because the person who did that or didn't do that, we love him more than anybody in this room. Fucking genius in everything else. So, even in the game, genius just didn't know to click R3. What? He's a fucking human being. You ever do something wrong? I do something wrong every week. That's why I'm 4-9 right now. But I am a former Super Bowl champion, so as Quiz would say, no, we don't talk like that in here. Let's get to the fucking video.
Flashback.
Starting things off, it's going to be LDZ on a PA post shot. He's going to have his tight end coming over towards the left. 3 men in a blanket standing at about 10 yards and breaks off a would-be tackler for the score. Coming in, runner-up, it's going to be the King of the North, Grand Marquis, setting up this kick return, bringing it up the left hash mark, and unbelievable job splitting the seam, and he would take it all the way. And your Week 10 winner is voted by you. It's going to be LDZ of the Patriots, hitting the Texas route and whoop, making men miss. Unbelievable job getting to the end zone by LD. Now, fresh off a bye week, it's Tommy Two Beers taking on Washington's football team. And here it's going to be Mike Drops delivering a dot to the left-hand side. Great play by Washington. Up 17-14, a $1.41 to go. Tommy needing to dial up some magic, and what a job cutting back into the end zone. That would get him the lead. And here, football team, one final drive for the bread. Can they get back into this one? And Tua gonna pull the trigger over the left-hand side, but it's the Cards walking away with the ball and walking away with the victory in this one. Make the final 24-17 Arizona. Big NFC matchup here in Tampa Bay is going to be JJ's Bucks taking on King X21 with the user lurk on this one. Able to cut it back up to about the 40-yard line. And fast forward, 27-21, game on the line. And it's going to be the Bucks finding pay dirt and finding the victory in this one. Huge win for JJ and the Bucks. Make the final 28-27. Off to the dog pound we go. It's going to be Ryan at the helm with his Seahawks. He's going to throw it out to Zamir White and oh my goodness. Sweet play to the end zone. Now here, CJ Reigns in the red zone with Cordell White on the read option, and my goodness, let's just watch.
No.
For all the moments that Cordell White lets you down, as if he gets off that pitch to the outside, but in the end it would be Ryan and the Seahawks picking up the 28-21 win in Cleveland. Here we have it, we're in some tight offset. It's going to be the halfback Y out play, and my goodness, what a dot from Justin Herbert. Now here with the score 7, all Zona with some cheese motion trying to get his man loose, and it's gonna be a user alert by Joey, who's immediately tackled down. Great ball game in Detroit. Make the final 35-14 for Zona and the Chargers. I'm just kidding about the cheese motion. Now in Chicago, it's gonna be Conrad and the Bears taking on King Cube. What a dot over the middle, and I believe that's Ruggs making no mistake. Off to the end zone. Great play by the Raiders. 21 all second quarter. It's going to be Kenneth Gainwell up the middle, making everybody miss some tight skills on the stick, and nobody's going to catch him. We'll now pick things up in the third quarter. 35-21 as the Bears started to pull away. Dot over the middle and wide open to the races, and that would seal it in Chicago. Great game for the Bears, picking up the win as they try to keep pace in the NFC North. It's going to be Port City Baller hosting the Falcons here in Dallas, and big run up the middle would get them to 10-3 lead. It was a tight ball game for a long time. Here we are, 10 all in the third quarter, when it's going to be Minshew go and play action, looking over the top on a PA post shot. This time he has to go to the other side, and that would be a touchdown for the Falcons, who ultimately pull away in this one. Make the final 38-17 for DZ and his Falcons. Off to Arrowhead we go, where Connor and the Chiefs are hosting Grand Marquis and the Packers, and up the sidelines. Unbelievable job making men miss, and what a tight job getting into the end zone. Now here it's going to be Grand Marquis with Baker Mayfield at the helm. He's going to look to his right, and Mecole Hardman, no issues getting into the end zone there. And here Baker is going to find nobody open. What's he going to do? Uses his legs to get into the end zone and make the final 28-7 for Grand Marquis and the Green Bay Packers in Arrowhead. Here in New York, it's going to be the Jets and Starboy. Tree bolt up the sidelines. Unbelievable job by the 99 speed returner for the Jets. Now here, putting a man in an orbit motion, goes play action, and gorgeous dot over the middle. Make the final 46-14, and don't look now, but Star is on absolute fire. Big contest in Los Angeles. It's gonna be Dylan. Oh yeah, next in his G-Men, namely Nick Chubb up the middle. Big score, that would have him up 7-3 at that point. Fast forward 24-14, looking for the response. For the second week in a row, a backwards pass, and the Rams are the beneficiaries. 31-21 your final for Snap Crackle in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, it's gonna be Playing With You and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Niners. And over the top to Tutu Atwell. He's gonna get in for the score. Fast forward third quarter, it's going to be Zach Wilson looking over the middle, and the Eagles secondary able to get there just in time. Vontae Maddox going to win the race to the outside, and he'll get into the end zone. Now at this point, it should be all kneels. I don't see why he's risking injury, just a foolish play, and glad he got smacked. I hope he has a broken leg or maybe a torn ACL, and maybe he gets a little bit smarter going forward. Not the play there, but the Eagles able to go get the win in San Francisco. Here in Minnesota, the Vikings going down the field. Nice little drive. Looking for Irv Smith on the right. Does he have the space in the zone? I think so. Little pass lead to the inside to keep it on track. And let's go with the pass, and here it is. Gorgeous dot to the Broncos.
Come on, man. What the f*** is you doing, cuz?
Great time had in Denver. Make the final 25-18 for Javon. Here it's going to be the Colts at the helm. It's going to be Trey Lance rolling to his left, looking down the field and getting hit as he's trying to get to the sideline. Big man picks it up and get out of here. He's 25 yards away with nothing left, but then 56 dies too. Are you kidding me? Into the end zone he goes. And that would seal it. 38-20 your final for Matt Cole and the Ravens. Here in Tennessee, it's going to be the Jaguars. Going to go a little play action. Justin Fields on the quick release into the end zone. That would get them a 7-0 lead, but make the final in Tennessee 21-7 for the Titans. With some of the crazy numbers put up around the league, let's see who earned your Players of the Week. NFC Offensive Player of the Week goes to Ryan and the Seahawks. It's Zamir White, 96 rushing yards, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns, and 162 yards through the air. NFC Defensive Player of the Week, it's going to be the rookie cornerback from the Seahawks as well, Calvin Day, maybe Christian Day. Maybe Curtis Day, Craig Day, 3 tackles, 2 interceptions, whatever that Auto-Gen's name is, he played well. Now in the AFC, the Offensive Player of the Week, J.K. Dobbins had 161 rushing yards, 98 receiving yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns for Matt Cole and his Baltimore Ravens. And closing things out, it's going to be King Cubes, Trayvon Mullen, the cornerback, had 6 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. It's that time. Let's head to our 3 nominees for Highlight of the Night. Starting things off, it's going to be playing with you in the secondary of the Philadelphia Eagles, making the interception, cutting left, finding the space, and off to the races. That would secure an Eagles touchdown. Meanwhile, in the dog pound, it's going to be Ryan and his Seahawks. Russell Wilson just dishing it over to the left, and Zamir White, chip-a-chop into the end zone he goes. Now here, it's going to be Dree Bolt, a little bit of Dree Archer, a little bit of Usain Bolt, and my goodness, man is quick! Able to avoid all would-be tacklers for the touchdown. 3 incredible nominees to choose from. Make sure to leave your vote in the comments section below. For our question of the day, let's say you had to run the ball all game long, which is not a thing that we would ever do in Daily Advanced Madden. What formation are you using to run the ball if you had to pick one? And let's say you were not allowed to run the ball all day. You had to pass all day long. What formation are you using to pass? So in essence, we are squeezing 2 questions out of you in one. What formation do you love to run for running and for passing? Let us know in the comments section below. Well, that pretty much wraps up our look at week 11, and I can't even tell you how blessed I feel that they actually pushed our thumbnail in front of you and you went ahead and courageously clicked it, even though we had, 30, 40 views at the time? But then you saw, holy fuck, these guys know how to edit. They put together 16 great ball games in a tight, easy to watch format, and I enjoy the sound effects. Well, 12 minutes later, or however long this fucking video is, here you are still with us, and we couldn't be more thankful. So, all the love to you from all of us at Daily Advanced Madden. Can't wait to see you tomorrow when we bring you Week 12. it was the Dolphins over the Bills, likely in a force win. 35-20 won the final. It was the Panthers over the Houston Texans, 42-32, likely in a force win. And to wrap things out, it was Scythe over Beast Mode and the Steelers, 38-21.